This is what I want to talk about this morning. The 5 woman-led churches that were kicked out the SBC, the Southern Baptist Convention, and what's next for them. Number one, I'm not sure why women who have a uterus think that they could read the Bible and actually lead a church, but alas, they tried it. You know, women with a uterus are not natural born leaders like men are, but let's read the article anyway. Leaders of the Southern Baptist Convention, the largest Protestant denomination in the U.S., recently ousted 5 churches across the U.S. because they allow women to serve as pastors, including Saddleback Church in Lake Forest, California, one of the convention's largest member churches. The SBC policies state, while both men and women are gifted for service in the church, the office pastor is limited to men as qualified by Scripture. The other 4 that were expelled are New Faith Mission Ministry, St. Timothy's Christian Baptist Church in Baltimore, Calvary Baptist Church, and Fern Creek Baptist Church. A 6th church was removed not because a woman with a uterus was leading the church, but over sexual abuse allegations. Observers outside of the faith say this convention's executive committee's decision will contribute to a growing schism between conservative and moderate members of the SBC. The move also draws criticism from within and outside of the religion. Beth Moore, once a Southern Baptist, previously sold out popular arenas all over the country with her women-focused Bible study events. She made headlines when she left because of disagreements over the SBC's approach to harassment and abuse. She told NPR's Weekend Edition she believes the SBC leadership focusing on female pastors is a diversion tactic from those bigger issues. So they don't want to talk about harassment and abuse. Let's talk about these people with uteruses thinking that they could lead something and read the Bible. So we all know that it's crazy for a woman to think that she could read the Bible and actually teach and comprehend. So that's already crazy. But the SBC pointed NPR to the convention's bylaws for clarity on how the ousted churches will have the opportunity to appeal the executive committee's decision in June during the annual meeting in New Orleans. Until then, the disfellowship effectively means those churches no longer have a vote or say in the direction of the SBC. New Faith Ministry, Calvary Baptist, and Saddleback didn't respond. This will need a part 2 because this is a long article. So here it comes. In an interview with Morning Edition, the Reverend Linda Barnes Popham of Fern Creek Baptist said this move by the SBC leadership seems to be over power and control. I myself and our church would be considered very conservative, so therefore it has to be more than that. It has to be something about power. Yes, because men want power and control. Some members of the community turned to social media to criticize the executive committee's decision. Dwight McKissick, senior pastor of Cornerstone Baptist Church in Arlington, Texas, wrote on Twitter that the disfellowship of Saddleback specifically wasn't about adhering to Baptist teachings. It's driven by power, male supremacy, and it stinks in the nostrils of God. The debate over female leadership has been happening for a long time. According to Matthew Gabriel, the chairman and Department of Religion and Culture at Virginia Tech, the SBC has always been a conservative organization, slow to embrace or acknowledge societal change. Historically, the SBC has been reluctant to embrace LGBTQ communities and has resisted the civil rights movement. I don't know why women, gay folks, and black folks want to be in this. Why are we... Okay, that's beside the point. Let's continue. I think that you're seeing the continuation of a trend in which there's a particular type of leadership that has led them for a while, and they're fighting against the moves that society seems to be making, or even that some of their churches are making right now. The SBC has long preached gender complementarianism, the belief that women and men are divinely gifted and ordained by God for different roles. And since 2000, the SBC has explicitly stated that the role of senior pastoral leadership was restricted to men. The data indicates Southern Baptists are losing members. The SBC's continued stance against female pastors may actually contribute to more members leaving to join a growing number of non-denominational churches in the U.S. I would expect, especially with the growth of non-denominational churches and the growth of female leadership amongst white religious conservatives, for this to have an effect on the denomination. Christianity Today reported in November that there were 3.4 million more people in non-denominational churches than there are in Southern Baptist ones. And the research indicates that the number of non-denominational churches have surged by about 9,000 congregations over the past 10 years. Maybe diversity is a good thing. Y'all like, comment, share.